Nutrition undoubtedly plays a primary role in the prevention of cancer and numerous other diseases, and has now been confirmed by decades of studies. About 40% of cancers can be prevented by adopting a healthy lifestyle and following a healthy and balanced diet. As the Cancer Research Foundation points out, however, there are no miracle foods that on their own can prevent or cure cancer. There are health-friendly foods, such as those rich in fiber, vitamins and minerals, and foods and substances that are enemies of health, such as alcohol and excessive consumption of red meat and sausages. Unfortunately, there is no anti-cancer superfood, but researchers have identified some foods that should find a privileged place in our diet. Research shows that a diet rich in a variety of vegetables, fruits, whole grains, beans, and other plant foods helps reduce the risk of many cancers. In laboratory studies, many individual minerals, vitamins, and phytochemicals demonstrate anti-cancer effects. What are these foods? In this video, we will go to see the fruits. We can find them in the list provided by the American Institute for Cancer Research. Apples. Apples are among the most popular types of fruit in the world, although from a botanical point of view, the apple is the false fruit of the apple tree, as the real one is the core. There are several varieties of apples, different in color and shape, and have numerous health benefits. It is no coincidence that the old proverb says, "An apple a day keeps the doctor away." Apples provide dietary fiber and polyphenolic compounds that work with gut microbes to increase the body's defenses and create an environment that can help reduce the risk of breast cancer, for example. Dietary fiber, on the other hand, reduces the risk of colorectal cancer. Triterpenoids, precious substances contained in the peel of apples, are able to interact with human cellular proteins to block or slow down the growth process of tumors. Apples, especially quinces, are rich in pectin, an indigestible carbohydrate which represents in all respects a soluble fiber. These fibers form a gel that slows the body's absorption of carbohydrates. Ongoing research is examining how this could reduce the elevated insulin levels that appear to support cancer development. Blueberries. Blueberries are berries that typically grow in the undergrowth of some mountainous areas, in partial shade conditions, and with a certain level of cold in the winter months. They are perfect to use for making desserts, jams, pies, and juices. Blueberries contain many phytochemicals and nutrients that show potential anti-cancer effects in laboratory studies. Eating blueberries increases antioxidant activity in the blood and shows the potential to prevent DNA damage. Anthocyanins, plant pigments present in various flowers and fruits, seem to have an antioxidant and tumor action. Flavonoids, natural substances that are also found in blueberries, increase the antioxidant and anti-inflammatory defenses of the cells against damage that could promote the onset of cancer. They inhibit the growth and spreading ability of cancer cells and activate signaling that leads to self-destruction of the abnormal cells. They reduce the expression of oncogenes, genes that have the potential to cause increased cell growth that can lead to cancer. Cherries. Cherries are the typical fruit of the spring season and have several beneficial properties. They are a really greedy fruit, and when you start eating one, it's hard to stop. Cherries are among the foods richest in melatonin, which shows cancer prevention potential in laboratory studies. We know its importance in improving sleep and regulating circadian rhythms, but we know little about its possible anti-cancer properties. Decades of cell and animal studies show that melatonin also supports antioxidant defenses by eliminating free radicals that could damage DNA. It also stimulates the body's antioxidant enzymes, as well as promoting DNA repair. In laboratory studies, vitamin C protects cell DNA by trapping free radicals and helps renew the antioxidant capacity of vitamin E in cell studies. Vitamin C also inhibits the formation of carcinogens and supports the immune system. Grape. Grapes are the fruit of the vine plant. It is the queen of autumn tables and contains an extremely juicy and sugary pulp. Grapes are a source of resveratrol, a substance produced by various plant species, which appears to be able to inhibit the stages of development and progression of some cancers. Resveratrol could inhibit the proliferation of tumor cells, reduce the invasion capacity of healthy tissues, and the ability to form new bases, necessary for tumor development. The case of resveratrol contained in wine is different, the absorption of which is reduced and hindered by the presence of ethyl alcohol, toxic substance, potentially carcinogenic, and with the ability to induce addiction. Human clinical trials of resveratrol are very limited, and interpretation of results is complicated because some studies have used grape extracts without reporting resveratrol concentrations. Once absorbed, it is then rapidly metabolized into other compounds. Citrus fruits. Citrus fruits are a very large family that includes mandarins, lemons, oranges, and grapefruits. They are the best fruits of the winter season and are an excellent source of vitamin C. Population studies comparing people with higher and lower levels of vitamin C in their diets, and especially circulating levels in the blood, link higher amounts with a lower overall risk of cancer. Limited evidence links citrus fruits specifically to a lower risk of stomach cancer, but more research is needed. Blood oranges are rich in pigments called anthocyanins that have been shown in the laboratory to slow cell proliferation and increase programmed cell death in numerous types of cancer, such as colorectal and prostate cancers. As the Italian Association for Cancer Research recalls, studying foods is however complicated because they contain an infinity of different substances, and the effect is given by their sum. In the event that one were to identify the one that could have an anti-cancer effect, such as antioxidants in fruit and vegetables, the final effect of consuming that particular food is also given by the interaction with other components, such as fruit sugars, vegetable fibers, and so on. No food alone has an anti-cancer effect. Some foods, such as red meat or alcohol, have the opposite effect, increasing the risk of developing cancer, but even in this case, the risk depends on individual genetic factors.